T3 weird.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of We Got Your Mail. This is the show where I collect all the questions, your comments, your concerns throughout the videos that we do throughout the week, and we tackle them and answer them or reply to them right here on the show. So helping me for the first time on a We Got Your Mail, I don't think you've ever done this before, is Tiffany Castleberry.
No, I have not. This will be my first time.
And I said, hey, do you want to read any of the questions for me? She was like, absolutely not. So I will be reading them all myself because, that's my job. And she called me out instantly. She was all like, no, Chris, I'm not doing shit for you that you're supposed to be doing for yourself. Nice try. So she didn't fall for it this time. So maybe next week I'll be able to convince her to help me out. All right, so let's get into the first question or comment from the week. This is coming in from. No, that's not it. That's not the first one. I was about to start the show off all bad. I know that wasn't the first one. This is the first one coming in from Twitter from Pierre Jason Kelly. I think this is a blog that follows me and does a lot of commenting on Twitter. But he says, why is T3 Media adding more shows to be more like Collider? The answer will be revealed on Game Show Live. Now, I don't know what Game Show Live is. Obviously, maybe that's a game show that Pierre Jason Kelly hosts. But it was funny because Pierre Jason Kelly kind of follows almost everything that I do. I think he follows a lot of other people, and I think that they're just like responding to and asking these questions of like all the people that they follow, or just maybe entertainment news or YouTube. I don't know. I have to dive deeper into what he's all about. Is this guy like my next door neighbor? All like, why is Chris not cutting his grass today? The HOA, like I don't know. But I'm gonna look into Pierre real quick. But to answer this question, I can answer this one, and you can answer it a little bit too. So. The T3 Medias is now trying to become a network. We started off with just talking about movies. That transitioned to more pop culture, entertainment news conversations. And I decided to try to expand into what I guess like a network type of a platform. Then you know that because you have your own show on the channel called what is it called?
The Rant Over Show.
Rant Over Show. We just plugged the Rant Over Show right here on We Got Your Mail. So go to the Rant Over Show, Tiffany Castleberry's Rant Over Show, where me and Tiff will, I'll sit there being held hostage as she rants about all the ways I've disappointed her in life and our friendship and in life.
Held hostage.
Right?
Yes.
There's also my weekly entertainment show where I do. This was now called The Rundown, where I run down the week's entertainment news. And coming soon, Sarah Catherine the Red has a game show that we're working on, where she's going to host like just a weekly, just quick, fun little quick games where either it'll be, I guess from some of the people who you see normally on the channel. Maybe Tiffany might want to play a couple of trivia games or something. And it's not just trivia, so it'll be different types of games. So it's not just like movie trivia or things like that. No, there's going to be like, imagine, how did she put this? Imagine like Nickelodeon type of game shows back in the 90s. Like something like that, but virtually. I don't know how we're going to do it. She's working on it. But there's going to be all kinds of fun little trivia challenges, types of things, or test your knowledge on certain stuff, like kind of stuff. Or maybe there's going to be wheels involved. Maybe there's going to be slime.
Why? I was just about to say, so why was it the first thing that I thought of when you said 90s game shows? I immediately went to Nickelodeon and being slimed.
Like you can't do that on television?
Whatever his name was. Yeah.
So I don't know. Sarah seems to have something in mind, and she's plotting it down. So and I also want to encourage, like if there's ever a time if I wasn't available to co-host or maybe on the Rant Over Show, I asked Sarah, I said, would you be, if the timing ever was right, would you be willing to sit with? And she was like, I don't know. Maybe Tiffany doesn't know. Maybe she won't think that I'm able to carry the conversation the way y'all carry it. And I said, no. You and I rant just the way me and Tiff rant. Right? And even in that conversation where me and her were talking about her show, we went into a whole. We started with that, and I don't know where we ended up. And so I was like, no, this is exactly what the Randover show is about. So trust me, you guys will do the thing.
Well, it wouldn't be the same as me and you, but
No, but
it
it
could
doesn't have
be
to.
two, female perspectives,
Yeah.
which are probably better than mine and yours anyway.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, to answer the question there, Pierre, I wouldn't compare us to Collider because what I won't do with the mistake that they made is overextending themselves and then they kind of imploded. I'm trying to go as slow and steady as possible, and I know what that sounded like. So because I'm sensitive to my partner's needs. So
geez, here
did
we
that
go.
one on purpose. So there you go. So let me move on to the next question because I feel like I'm gonna go too deep
There you go. Again.
into euphemisms here.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right. Moving on to the next comment or question. That will be from Twitter. Ricky Buzz at Buzz_QS. He was replying to me. He said, "What up, bro? When's the trivia night?" Right there, we was talking about game nights and stuff. When's the trivia night, and what are the rules? Well,
I bet that's exactly how he said it too.
Yeah. What up,
But
bro?
you just said, "What up, bro?" Like I'm sure that's exactly his voice.
I feel like I got a pretty spot on Ricky Buzz impersonation going on right here. But actually, what he was talking about was another channel's trivia thing that we were about to be a part of, and we were gearing up. This other YouTuber he asked the people that he knew, people that he didn't know, if they were interested in joining a tournament that he was trying to create. And we were getting towards to when the game was supposed to start, and then a couple of days ago, he announced to us all that he had to take some time off from YouTube for personal family reasons. Something happened, and he didn't go into the specifics, but he said he had to, and we all were like, "I'm just sorry to hear that." But I've reached out to a couple of the people that he reached out to that he announced for his trivia thing. That I said, "Hey, there's a game show that we're working on, so maybe Ricky Buzz might want to compete in that." So I'm going to reach out to everybody and say, maybe we might.
He sounded excited with that.
Happen.
What's up, bro?
It was like he seemed to be excited. What up, bro? So Ricky, maybe we can have you on what's going to be known as "And Now This" from Sarah Catherine the Red. I looked at that again. I was like, it's Ant and now the Ant. That's funny. Rant and Ant right here on T3 Medias. Rant and Ant. The Rant Ant Hour. That's what I'm gonna call it. The Rant
Ant Hour.
The Ant Rant Hour or something. Or the Rant Ant Hour. That's gonna be funny. But yeah, what do you think? That's a good idea? Like maybe I should reach out to all those contestants that were gonna be a part of that other one and say, hey.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they were willing to do it for somebody else, so maybe.
Then do it for me. Right? That would work out. That would be a good solution. What do we have next up? I have from Instagram coming in from, I think I know who this person is. Amy.n.Newman sounds familiar.
Right.
Commenting to a post that I put up on Instagram. She goes, last show of the week, had the best time getting to join the John Campea Show team. Thanks to everyone who has been so wonderful and supportive. Can't wait to do it again next week. This was from Amy Newman. I commented on her first week when she was asked to assist with the John Campea Show. So John Campea is a movie talk guy. Speaking of Collider, that's the show he came from. Then he started his own. He went back to his own thing and decided to do it solo. It blew up, and now he's able to poach people from other channels, and we were lucky enough to be one of the ones he got, that got pillaged and plundered. He stole Amy Newman from T3 Media's. No, I mean Amy lives in California where the John Campea Show is recorded. So John put out a casting call for people to fill in because one of his team members got COVID, And Amy was like, "Hey, Chris, your boy John Campia has a job on here," and I was like, "Oh wow, that's so exciting!" But in my mind, I was like, "You're gonna fucking get it and never come back. This is my night." No, I'm not like that. No. You know those types of people who don't want to see you succeed because they don't want to see you go beyond them. Like,
Yes.
I'm not like that.
Don't be that person.
Don't be that person. No. I was really excited for her, and she did her 2 weeks, and I knew what was going to happen from the very first day, because the John Campia crew, they have had people fill in or people join his team where they totally obliterated. Like, we can't stand this guy, we can't stand this girl, she's not a good fit. But I was like, I said, that's happened to people, but Amy, I know it's not going to happen to you. And from day one, I was reading the comments while that was happening live. And, oh, she's a great fit. Oh, she's funny. Oh, shit, that dirty joke came out of nowhere. This Amy's going to fit right in. Was that a butt joke that she just did on the last day? Was that? And Amy, and this was the funniest thing. I'm going to do a collage of her funniest moments on the John Campia Show and put it on this channel. And one moment, Amy looked right at the camera. She was talking about Jude Law or something. I think the comment was something about Jude Law, and something about a trunk, and he can put it in the trunk anytime.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
She looked right at the camera, and because one commenter live was like, "Amy, you do know that's about butt stuff, right?" And Amy was like, "I 100% know what I meant when I said what I said. I said that. I stand by it."
Right.
And
I mean what I said.
I meant what I said, and I said what I said. It was one of the drop mic moments. So no, she did great. And I said, This is it. This was the day where John Campia officially is going to make her full time, and she was never coming back to the channel. Congratulations on leveling up, Amy. Now I can't wait until one of the big networks sees the Ran Over show and goes, "Hey Tiff, drop that zero." Get with a hero. What are you gonna do when it happens to you?
Drop that zero and get with this hero.
What are you gonna do though? When one of the networks sees the Ran Over show and when Bill Burr says, "I need you to guest on the After Morning Monday show," whatever his podcast is called, and what do you think? What do you think? Because it's gonna happen.
I mean, hey, I'm open. I mean, I'm not gonna shut down any possibilities in life.
Exactly. Like I could be talking to, that's the same way I sound. I could be talking to anything if the drink is strong enough. But
drink is strong enough.
That's what I tell people, that's what this channel is all about. It's not about like only just, I feel, what is that saying? The rising tide, raises all ships. I want everybody to independently be successful. I feel like the more successful, because it, just like with it brought attention. Here, it's like, hey, maybe I'll check out that Chris guy. He's got a punchable face, but it's kind of funny. It could work. Nice. That last rant. Yeah, that last rant from Tiffany was pretty damn funny. Subscribe. That's what I feel. That's what it's all about. Me and my punchable face.
You and your punchable face.
I bring that up every 2 hours. All right.
You owned it. You know what? I mean, there you go.
She was like, yeah, that punch in my face. I synced it. It's been 20 years. It's been almost 20 years. It haunts me. I
haven't punched it yet.
I haven't punched, but I dream about it. I dream about it every damn day. The urge is there. Luckily, how many hundreds of miles or thousands of miles separate us now? But that punch is coming. From way up north. Bam!
I don't think we're in thousands anymore, because now that I'm in Oklahoma City and you're in Houston, I'm not as far.
Oh shit! No, that punch is coming. what was that on Ichabod Crib? Beware! It's coming. All right, moving on to what's the next comment that came in? I was laughing so much I forgot to check the.
Right. What's next?
What's next? Okay, moving on. Okay, from Twitter. That's the name. Loading at Orchard Cardman. He says, everybody involved was okay. Okay, I'll read what he said first, and I'll give the context. Everybody involved was okay with this. She put about 3 gallons on that fool. Gigi Allen did more back in the day. Gigi Allen. Who's Gigi Allen? I don't know who Gigi Allen is. But let me give context. This was a post. This was a story that you can still find here on the channel. That there was a group called. There is a group, a music group called Brass Against. They're a cover band, and the lead singer of this cover band said in the middle of the show, she said that she had to pee. She couldn't stop the show, and so she told somebody in the audience, "Does anybody in the audience want me to pee on them?" And a middle-aged, very excited man volunteered, and she was dead serious. Went on the stage, laid down, and she put her pants down halfway, hovered over this gentleman, and you right here you can see this is the tweet that he responded to. This is an old tweet. This was back in November. Mm-hmm. And but the tweet is still there. The footage is still there. You can see the footage it's on the blog. I covered the hell out of this story, and you can see the footage is right there. What did I say? Brass Against after front woman Sophia Urista urinates on a fan's face during live show. More on our TikTok, and I covered the hell out of that story.
Oh my gosh!
It went super viral. She apologized. She backpedaled. The band had to make a statement about it. But
how do you apologize? The guy, he was all in. Like he was ready for it. Let's do this.
He was in, up, around, and over it. I mean, the part that got me was the band trying to make a statement about it. Like there was a band member also videotaping it. Like come on. Like you guys, in the moment, y'all were this was so rock and roll. But then the backlash happened, and so I don't know. Hey, I never heard of this cover band before. Now everybody, for a couple of months, everybody was talking about them. So
that's crazy.
But
I mean, hey, people have weird fetishes. That's some people are into golden showers. I am not one of those people. Just so we're clear.
And I will not comment. What I do behind closed doors is my own personal business.
Behind closed doors.
Okay. Well, sometimes the doors open.
Bedroom stuff to yourself, Christopher.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you lay down plastic. That's all I'm saying. Moving on to the next one. That's why that face is so punchable. It's so punchable. From TikTok, it comes in Joe Kingston. A message on one of the videos on TikTok. It says, this is about Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel scored a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes, higher than any other MCU film or Spider-Man film, so I'm not taking what people say seriously anymore. This one kind of confuses me. I don't understand what he's really saying here, because he could either be saying because it got a 98, I can't take people seriously, or because of the people who are hating on it. And the fact that it was, despite that, it got a 98%, I can't take those people seriously. So I don't know what you kind of meant. But let's assume you meant, first let's assume what you meant was because it got a 98%, I can't take it seriously. Why? Everybody's, I don't know if you've heard of this new show that just ended on Disney Plus, but Ms. Marvel is a new comic book character who she's the first Pakistani superhero, Pakistani American, but it's really just about a girl, a teenage girl who gets superpowers, who's like a super fan of another superhero, of Captain Marvel. That's it. It's basically Spider-Man. like it's basically Spider-Man. So,
I didn't draw that correlation, but okay.
It is. I mean, she's the same age, and she's very funny, very upbeat, very positive. And she's going through like similar issues and stuff that other teenagers go through, like the problems that happen in high school. So people were saying stuff like they couldn't relate to it because they're not. It's probably seemed like it's only for girls, or it's only for teenagers, or I can't. Some people said I can't relate to it because she's Pakistani. But when you watch the movie, it's like this is a girl trying to grow up and be independent, but she has a very like controlling mother, or a very worried mother. Her parents are worried that she's gonna go off and get hurt if she falls off the path that they laid for her and their upbringing. There's a lot of people who can relate to if you just that simple thing. But then other people just kept inputting the fact that it's about their religion and stuff like that. Like, no, just break it down to that basic thing. We all can relate to. We've all conflicted with our parents every now and then. You know, they wanted us to do one thing, we want to do another. We've all done that. So,
Absolutely.
So it's just, but on the other side of it, if it's I can't relate to these people who are hating on it, and look, it scored such a great. That I agree with. It's the show was not for everybody. I could see it not being for everybody, but it obviously worked for some people because look, it got a 98%. So unless they want to say, oh, it's only because it's so woke. That's the excuse a lot of things get now. It only got a 98% because it's woke. Well, Buzz Lightyear didn't. So and they considered that woke too. So
didn't go so well.
This one got a 98% because it was funny. It was actually pretty funny. It was because I just looked at it like the same level as Spider-Man. Teenage kid with teenage problems, gets superpowers, and she's funny as hell. She does these little jokes that she does. It's a funny show. So if you like little cutesy stuff like Spider-Man, you shouldn't have a problem with Captain Marvel. But so have I convinced you to watch Captain Marvel? I mean, Ms. Marvel. I mean,
no,
no, I have not. What if I
appreciate your argument.
What if I told you that
boom, timer.
I can't figure it out. Okay, okay, I guess I can't tell you then. Okay, moving on. I won't waste your time on it then because we're running out of time. All right, we've run through this rapid time now. From YouTube, from A. Frank regarding the Xbox One X disc video that I did where I talked about it, my Xbox breaking. He goes, you can keep the system squeaky clean and happy, but you must upgrade eventually. My One X just gave out in the same way my Elite 360 did. Both kept perfectly, but you gotta upgrade. We are moving into 4K, 8K territory. I got my One X in May 2019, and its last game was about a week ago. Never once had an issue out of it, and it performed as it should, fast and silent until the most recent update. My Series X is estimated to arrive Wednesday, and I urge you all to upgrade now before holidays or you will be left in the digital dust. Now, I'm going to take this one, Tiff, because I'm just going to look at the camera and say this Frank guy is obviously an employee of Microsoft, and I will not allow you to do such plugs on this channel without a little kickback, sir. So, but I see what you're saying on that one. He says because my Xbox, I did a video years ago about my Xbox, the disc where you put your Blu-ray in. It just broke. I don't know what the hell happened, and then for some reason that video just spoke to a bunch of people, and I guess who was having the same issue. And to this day, I still get comments on that video. So. And it's helped people, and it's
okay. So obviously, I'm not a gamer. Are you telling me that system only lasted 3 years?
For this guy,
they had to buy a new one.
Well, yeah. Some people it was even shorter. Some people it was longer. Since that video, I think it's been even. I think the replacement that I got. And I think the funny thing about that video was, if I remember correctly, I was a week away from the warranty expiring, and I was able to trade it in and get the replacement. And then the replacement outlasted the one that broke, I think. So, but some people were just having crazy issues on it. All right, let me move on to the last couple of ones real quick. This one I wish you could. I think you should read this one. Come on, you should read this one.
All right, let's see.
Regarding the Tiff reactions to Bill Burr. From David Darling, what he said, all he says is,
"Love your reactions."
There you go. So there you go. What do you want to take the floor for that one, Tiff?
Thank you. At least somebody's entertained by my wacky, goofy personality. I'll appreciate that. Thank you so much.
It would be the video that has the
I saw
emojis.
What was on there. I saw
Bill Burr looking at you like, what the hell? So, like 5. 5?
It's apparently the penis's fault, according to that.
Oh yeah, exactly. All right. From YouTube, I guess you don't want to take this one, even though this is also in regards to
Christopher, I can't see that to be able to read it.
From the Air Force talk that we did from last week, from 91GT347, the Space Force isn't about anything like Star Wars. It's about satellites mostly. It is the Air Force Space Command. It was just renamed. So there are very little differences from what was already happening. Satellites affect everything now: GPS, internet, phones, etc. Sections of a particular branch separate. When the need for one specific section of the branch outgrows or aspects of the section require things outside the branch's capabilities. Like Navy pilots, she mentioned, the need to launch aircraft from ships became vital. The Navy is the branch with ships. The need to separate was because of the vast number of satellites there are in space today. Most don't realize there are almost 5,000 satellites orbiting Earth today, used for things mentioned above, but satellites can also be used to disrupt those things, take out other satellites, hack other satellites, spy on enemies, or them spy on us, global weapons, lasers, and much, much more. It's actually pretty sad that an Air Force captain seems to be completely clueless, even if they're no longer active. So it's the same thing. It just outgrew what falls under the Air Force umbrella. It's not about Darth Vader, LOL. And I will let you go full screen and I will stand by.
Okay, first of all, besides the lesson that apparently this individual felt that we needed to be given, which is fine, the last time I checked, our show was supposed to be fun and about laughter and ranting. I wasn't giving anybody an educational lesson outside of letting people know an odd fact that some people actually really appreciate, that there's more pilots in the Navy than there are in the Air Force. Now, you know, Christopher, just as well as everybody else that knows me, I don't give two shits about Star Wars or Star Trek. Don't watch it. Don't like it.
You will.
Not into fantasy.
There will be a first time watching from Tiffany coming soon.
Oh my God. To state that I'm clueless would be to imply that you actually, one, know me and know my knowledge, know my intelligence. But you don't. You don't even have a name on the comment that you left, but that's okay. It's all fine. By all means, please act like you know me and or my intelligence and what I am aware of or not aware of. And I see you backing up because you know that you knew as soon as you read that, you were like, oh my God, she's going.
I probably should have finished reading the last sentence before letting her hear. But that's there you go. But that's what this show is all about. So yeah, we were talking about something totally different, mostly, and going on. And why
talking
would
about the show?
Why would a former or current captain or anybody in any if I would that sentence to me would make more sense if, for example, if you were specifically stationed in that part of the Air Force and you were doing that on a day.
If I had anything to do with Spacecom, yeah, absolutely. Exactly. I get that. I didn't have anything to do with Spacecom. I didn't give two shits about satellites or anything else that Spacecom does.
Because that's not what the Air Force required of her while she was working.
And I've been out for a decade. So to act like I'm supposed to keep up with what the military's doing, no, that's not my job. Sorry. You're not paying me to have all of that knowledge. And it doesn't mean that I'm clueless, or it means that that's not what I'm interested in. If you've watched anything that we've done, you're very well aware. I like serial killers. I like organized crime.
How did it all come back? Just did it again. It came back to never fails.
I don't care. I don't care who Darth Vader is. I don't care.
2-minute warning.
You know, what is it? I'm your father. That's the only thing I know about Darth Vader, and I don't give two craps. Like it. Oh, no. I hate when people imply things that they don't know anything about, or that they don't know anything about an individual, and that they imply things like that's just. It shows your ignorance. Is my personal opinion, but to each their own. That is absolutely fine.
We're down to the final 2 minutes. Yeah, so next time, dude, just be cool. Be cool. All right, let me go to the last question, and before our time runs out, from YouTube and Twitter from Mike Driscoll. This is a long one, so buckle up. Let's hope I can get it in for the 2 minutes ends. Hey, this is Mike from the comment section on the YouTube channel. Got some reasons YouTube wasn't posting my reply. I remember that. But to answer your question, Ranger Danger is a sci-fi superhero character created by Kevin Smith, because this is regarding my reaction to Clerks 3. He is briefly mentioned in Clerks 2 and is on the t-shirt Randall is wearing in the movie. There is a rumored script Kevin wrote about 10 years ago, stashed in a drawer somewhere in his office, but I cannot confirm or deny that, LOL. I got a chance to meet Kevin before he finished Clerks 3 and showed him my animation. Oh, awesome. He loved it so much he put it on the film. Awesomer! What I am telling you is 100% true. If you would like to check videos and pics of Ranger Danger and Kevin are on my Instagram, Mike the Driscoll 3D. Enjoy. All the best and keep moving forward, from Mike. That is awesome, dude. Everybody knows that I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. I'm looking forward to seeing Clerks 3, and if I'll look into that, and guys, I encourage you to go look into that as well. That sounds good. Congratulations. Everybody's doing big things with the shows and the stuff that I like. Are you Tiff? Are you a fan of Kevin Smith or those movies, Clerks, Chasing Amy, Mallrats? Have you seen any of those?
I'm aware of Kevin Smith. I have not watched a lot of his stuff, which I know probably disappoints you.
No, I'm fine. I'll be all right. I'll cry about it a little bit later. We got less than a minute left on this timer. I don't know why it's timing us out for right now, but it is. But guys, I appreciate it, and I think that was it. Did it cut you out? Yeah, I think it did. I'm gonna close the show out, guys. For Tiffany Castleberry, thank you for helping me with our We Got Your Mail part of the show. I'm sorry, Zoom is doing something weird where it times us out for after 30 minutes now. I don't know why, but it didn't used to do that. So I'll just say goodbye for her. You can reach her on Twitter and Instagram. Look out for official Tiffany Castleberry. And if you have any questions in the comments, anything you want to throw at us, put it on this comment section on our social medias, on TikTok, on Instagram, all of it in the comment section, or mail at T3Medias if you want us to talk about something specific. Thank you for supporting the channel. Awesome shout out to Mike Driscoll. That's awesome. I will look into that guy, and we'll let you know after I check it out. So until next time, guys, hey, have a good one. Peace.